let me welcome. We're gonna kick off the show with somebody who is no stranger to the Karen Hunter Show, and we got some questions. Today's election day somewhere, so he's here from his kitchen somewhere in South Carolina. Let me welcome the chair of the D, the N, and the C, Mr. Jaime Harrison. Hello, hi.
Hello, how are you, Karen? I'm actually out in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Why would you do that?
Well, my in-laws live out here, but
Wait,
I'm.
pause. You married to Mia Love? What's going on here?
Oh, now come on, come on.
Your in-laws are in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's got like 2% black people. I seen your children. So no, your wife's got melanin.
Well,
come on.
There's some black folks out here in Salt Lake too.
All right. Well, shout out to Utah. Shout out. I'm mounting a campaign. I would love for 1 million black people from New York to move to Utah, 1 million black people from New York to move to South Dakota, 1 million black people from New York to move to North Dakota, 1 million black people from California to move to Montana.
You take some Senate seats.
That's what I'm saying. They don't even have 1 million people. If we just come in, the weather's nice. Some days, the air is clean.
Well, I tell you, Karen, last time, the last time I was supposed to be on your show, I wasn't on your show because I got COVID. I took Paxlovid and all that other stuff. Well, I don't know if you all know that sometimes one of their rebounds on Paxlovid, and I just tested positive for COVID a second time in less than a month. So, but I feel good. Other than a little stuffiness and all, I'm fine. But COVID is one hell of a. I know Karen's like blocking it.
Yeah. Can you take shorter breaths, Jaime Harrison? I don't know.
I told my wife, I said I should play the lottery, because if I got this type of damn luck, maybe the Lord will look on me favorably and give me something.
I feel like you'd be out in them streets without a mask. That's what I feel.
I got my mask right here.
You got it now, but I feel like you'd be out in them streets though, Jaime Harrison.
No, well, I'm out in the streets, but I do have my mask when I'm out there.
All right. So how do you think? I mean, we're gonna get into politics, and I know Cena's got at least 5 questions for you.
Yes.
And
hello, Cena. How are you?
Great to meet you. Thank you. I'm doing fantastic.
Look, patiently waiting. Acknowledge my presence. How does one? So do you know who gave you the first batch of COVID?
No, I took a trip. It was a trip. I was in Arkansas and Florida. Went to Miami and Orlando. I had so many various meetings in Arkansas. Met with a lot of folks. Went to some rural. Had some rural briefings, and then I flew into the airport in Orlando, and I turned to my staff and I said, as I walked through the airport, and said, I'm going to get COVID in this airport because there were so many people in that airport unmasked, and it was so crowded together. And I had my mask, but my poor mask could not deal with the
overwrought. So that's you got that DeSantis strain.
Yeah, exactly right. I just could not deal with it. And so it was, I got home a few days later. And normally what I do, because I travel a lot and I have a young one at home who's not vaccinated yet. So I normally keep my mask on for a few days while I'm home. And then I test periodically, and then I eventually take my mask off and all. And that second day of being home, my wife was like, "Oh, are you coming to bed, whatever?" I said, "I'm going to sleep in the basement," because I just, when your body is telling you something ain't right. And so I went downstairs, slept in the basement that night. Karen, I had on my pajamas. I sweated through I woke up in the middle of the night and I was soaked. And I was cold, like I had the chills. And I went and I tested, because we got all the test kits in the basement. And I told my wife, don't send the kids down here. You stay up there. I got COVID. I'm going to stay down here. And so I ended up getting Paxlovid, which is the antiviral. And it's really good stuff, because I felt almost, a day or two afterwards, I felt so much better. But one of the drawbacks with Paxlovid is they're seeing rebounds in it, that if you take it, that sometimes your viral load goes down so low, but then it comes back up. And so I think that's probably what happened. But you know what? God is
Yeah,
good.
I was going to say that's not going to stop me from asking you questions. I wish you are completely.
No.
Like, don't try to. I have no soft spots.
No, I
Especially,
know you don't. I know you don't.
So we're gonna jump in. It is election day in some places in this country, and we've been having a lot of candidates on. And there's a lot of amazing candidates. We had Charles Booker on. We had
Brother Booker.
Oh my goodness. Did you love his ad campaign with the noose?
Oh, well, that took me. That was hard. That was hard. I have never seen an ad like that. I told Charles, I was like, dude, you going for it. And Charles will be an amazing senator for the state of Kentucky, Ken. An amazing senator. And I'm going to do everything that I can in my power to help him get there, because he would be transformational for that state.
I agree. We had Chris Jones on.
Chris, also another brother who I got a chance to spend some time with in Arkansas. He and his wife, let me tell you, that's a dynamic duo. His wife is amazing. I told him, you married up too, brother. But he is fantastic, a tremendous candidate, and I'm looking forward to him going against Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Suckabee.
And Mia McLeod and Joe Cunningham, both of them.
We got South Carolina primary today.
So who are you? So how does the DNC in a case like that? Because Mia McLeod is.
We stay the hell out of it until the voters have made their choices, and then we work with who they choose.
Who you voted? Did you vote in South Carolina early?
Well, South Carolina is Karen, this is the one thing. I was supposed to get back home to South Carolina today to vote.
Wait, hold on. The DNC head of the DNC did not vote in his own state today?
Well, it's because I couldn't.
You could have voted early. You don't know what's going to happen. See, that's how this happens, y'all. When 20, 30 million people sit home, is because they think they're going to be able to vote. And there's all of this early voting. There's early voting. There was early voting in South Carolina, Jaime Harrison.
I love the joy of going in that booth on election day. Like, I get a high from it.
Oh my gosh.
And so I had to cancel my flight last night. I was supposed to be and I tried every way I could to think about how to get there. And, for me, I never miss a vote. I mean, I never. And so, and this also shows you how effed up our voting system is, in that, if you get COVID, what do you do? What do you do? You can't go to a polling booth and infect anybody. And that's why we need to have ways that people can figure out. And we've changed our voting laws in South Carolina to make it even worse in some cases. So don't even get me started. I'm already heartbroken enough. And my wife has heard me whine and complain and cry about this.
So who would you have voted for?
Oh, I ain't saying that.
I have to ask.
Well,
I figured you wouldn't.
I ain't telling you.
Why don't you just get close to the microphone and just whisper it in my ear?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, got it.